before I get too much into my game, I'm going to let you in on a hint on what my course proposal entails. And that is that I plan to have a class where groups are assigned at the beginning of the year, and then they're pit against each other to see which group is actually superior to the rest, which one works the best to each other. And then it tests their communication skills and their ability to work together as a group. And so this game is actually played within your groups, and your group will have to work together. This game is entitled Undefined, and so to get into it, I'm going to explain to you what the purpose of this game is and how it relates to TechCom, how we can set up this game, and how this game overall is played, which also includes the rules of the game. So then the purpose of this game is to look into extended definitions, which was one of the assignments in this course. We're going to invoke thinking outside of the box, as well as it will offer up examples to those people who need help figuring out what they need to do for this assignment. And so getting into the setup of the game, the teacher will be required to actually do his own homework, his or her own homework, and find the definitions online. Or they can use Wikipedia, or they can just print them off. These definitions that they're going to find are actual extended definitions, and the teacher will just have to use their best discretion to find definitions related to the topic. When the students come into class during the day, they will have already read the TechCom manual and know what an extended definition entails. They will then be sorted into their groups and handed out extended definitions. No group member can allow the rest to see what their definition is, because that will ruin the game. Each group member will then write down a set of 4 statements that relate to the definition. These statements will then be used to play the game. So then each student will take their turn, and they will read off the first statement. The game begins when the student finishes their first statement. They then have 1 minute for the group to figure out what that statement is. And then the student will read off the next statement after the minute has concluded. And the game will continue until all 4 statements have been read off. Once the end of the minute has reached for that 4th statement, the student can then reveal what the word was that the extended definition was written about. And so then there has to be a few rules to prevent them from just giving it away. The term that is being defined cannot be used in the statements. So if the student chooses a statement that has the term used in it, the student must replace that word with the word term. So then if the word is actually used in that statement, then the group cannot guess what it is. So then the student will only be able to read the statements and say yes or no if the group makes a guess. They can also only read previous statements and the statement they're on. They can't skip ahead in the statements. Also, there will be a point system. After the first statement is read, each group has 40 possible points. An incorrect answer, you lose 2 points. And whenever a further statement is read, you lose 10 points. So the sooner you guess what the word is that is being defined, the better your score is, and the better your group fares against the other groups. And so this will actually cause students to have to interact with each other. When they interact with each other, they will then build group trust and communication skills, as well as it also gives them chances to understand extended definitions and expand their vocabulary with the many words and terms that are related to the topic of the course. And so with that, does any of you have any questions for me? Yes?
Is this game